Greetings, future generational students. My name is Joseph Johnson, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the Critical Language Scholarship. Yes, so what is the Critical Language Scholarship? Well, the Critical Language Scholarship is an intensive summer study abroad program that targets a language, a critical language specifically. It is for U.S. students in all fields to study critical languages, so it does not matter if you come to college to be a science major, a math major, or even like a nurse or English major. It is fully funded by the U.S. State Department. Everything is paid for except your passport and medical examinations. What are critical languages? They are languages that are less commonly taught and studied on U.S. campuses. They are critical to our engagement with the world and to the U.S. national security and economic prosperity. This prepares U.S. students to compete in a globalized workforce where if you know another language, you pretty much have an advantage over your peers. CLS offers instruction on 15 different languages, and here's a list. You have one category Arabic, Persian, and Portuguese, which requires 1 year of study. Then you have Chinese, Japanese, and Russian, which requires 2 years of study. The CLS program, as I said before, is fully funded by the U.S. government, which includes domestic travel to Washington, D.C. for an orientation, round-trip international airfare, applicant visa fees, housing and meals, classroom instruction, cultural programming, and group trips, undergraduate academic credit. With the applicant visa fees, all you have to do is fill out a form. Once you fill out the form, you pretty much put in 2 passport photos, and then you send that to CLS up in Washington, D.C. with the passport. And then once you go to the orientation, travel to Washington, D.C. for orientation, you'll receive your visa to go to your target location if it's required. Also, you will not be starving because your meals will be covered, and then you'll have a place to stay, obviously. CLS partners with institutes that each host up to 30 CLS students. It is about 8 to 10 weeks over the summer. In reference, everyone shares the same weekly schedule. About 20 hours of language classes, cultural activities and local excursions, which helps the individual experience the cultural histories, the culture, and the politics in that country. You'll also do weekend overnight group trips. So like, for instance, I'm going to China, so hopefully I get to see the Great Wall of China, which is what I've really been wanting to see my entire life. This program is designed for language gains and cultural immersion. Students apply for a language, not a country. So basically, when I go to China, I'm speaking only Chinese. I cannot speak any English, as they have a language policy, which if I do not abide by that, there will be consequences. So who can apply for this scholarship? Well, quite frankly, you have to be a U.S. citizen. You also have to be 18 years old and attending an accredited university. So CLS students participate together as a cohort. And what is a cohort? A cohort is where people from all types of backgrounds come together as one, pretty much like a unity. Cohorts are diverse, which includes undergraduate and graduate students, which represent all types of institutions and regions of the U.S. So you can come from a university or community college. Also, there are different levels of experience with language and travel. And at last, CLS does not discriminate on the basis of disability or medical condition. So do not feel left out. What are the requirements? You must provide unofficial transcripts, have 2 recommendation forms, and then essay responses that which equip 4 short answer essays and then 1 personal statement. Why should you apply for CLS? To make rapid gains in language skills. With that being said, you'll complete 2 semesters worth of coursework and receive the certified OPI certificate at the end of the program to demonstrate progress. So even if you don't know a language, you'll do an OPI test at the beginning, and then once you come back, you'll do another OPI test to see how much progress you've made over time. You'll be able to advance your career, taking this route to pursue a country and learn a language, such as Chinese, for instance. Many U.S. companies give advantages to candidates with language skills. So if you got good Chinese language skills, you're more than likely going to have a job with the growth of China and their business in the business market. Studying abroad builds experience in problem solving, communication, and other employable skills. And you'll be able to build international relationships, which means you'll have more friends. You'll be immersed into the culture. You'll be able to experience everything that they experience. You'll learn to effectively collaborate and communicate with people in cross-cultural settings. So you'll be able to break a language barrier essentially. You won't have to worry about not being able to speak to somebody because you can't speak their language. How great does that sound? How to apply. So if you would decide to apply and you want to go study abroad to China, you just go to this link right here, and then you should be able to apply. And also, if you want to check it out for further information, it'll also give you all the essentials that you need. And thank you. Bye bye.